also help these people. Just go to your neighbor. We all neighbors now. Go over there with some Lowry seasoning. Go over there with some lemon pepper sauce. Go on over there and help them out. All right? Don't be like that. Because when the world opens up, these people should help these people. We help you now, you help us later. Think about it. A lot of us right now, you just filed your taxes. You finna get a stimulus check. Oh my gosh, you're doing wonderful right now. You know, these people have bought up all the shrimp and crab legs that normally these people buy. Help us out. Do not spend all your money. My people, my new friends, don't buy up all the crab legs and shrimp and stuff you can't even pronounce. Scallops. You can't even pronounce it. You shouldn't be buying it trying to cook scallops.
Doctor of the news. Got your times, because I know you hate the journal.
All right, Mr. Young. Thank you.
Mr. Young. Why so formal? We got company.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another edition of Acting Funny. My man, Tight Mike, tell him what is going on.
Hey, man, we in the building, baby. Of course, your man, actor Essex O'Brien, actor man Essex O'Brien on your social media. I'm your man, comedian Tight Mike. He's the actor. I'm the stand-up comic, if you will, co-host of television shows, things of that nature. He's in all the national commercials. This gentleman right here, Nutrisystem commercial, Publix commercials. He is an official actor, man.
Got them drugs, do all that good stuff, man.
Absolutely, man. And you got your new classes now, man. You're helping people become actors and actresses. So excited for you right now, man. What a time, what a day. We have a special guest today. One of my good friends has made it, amen. So, you know, when your friend make it, you feel like you made it too.
Oh, yeah.
My friend is on HBO. My friend is on the OWN network. The Oprah checks keep coming, and you get 1,000, and you get 1,000, and you get 1,000.
Hey, and representing these Florida boys, you know what I'm saying? This time from not neck of the woods, you know what I'm saying? Them 305 boys.
Oh, here y'all go. Here y'all go.
You know,
Miami boys. See, okay, 305 in the field. Hey, man, you got a couple episodes of David Makes Man under your belt, too. I know you're excited and motivated to have your friend on, man, right now. I know it. Man, I'm so happy for all of y'all, bro.
Castmate. We are castmates in here. You know what I'm saying? National TV. We ain't playing no games with y'all. Florida boys and Miami boys coming to represent. Y'all saw my clip. So now, before we bring him in, we're going to go ahead and show his clip. And,
absolutely.
Then we're going to have him on. We ain't even going to get to it. Y'all come on in. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, Facebook, do all your thing, man. Check my boy out right here.
Get the hell up over there!
Welcoming my brother home. He just got out the hospital.
I don't care what you celebrate. Quit that racket!
Sorry, we'll keep it down.
Back all day.
Marshawn Lynch!
Oh, not him, man. Not him, but thank you.
50 grand.
Why would you come all the way down here just to waste my time for 50,000?
License registration. For what? Because you were driving my ugly. Get the fucking license. Man, don't talk to me like that, man. I'm talking to you anyway I want. Show me some respect, man. I'll tell you what. Come on out the car.
Jimmy. You mind turning down that music? It's distracting.
You are not the only one that makes money around here.
I love what I do. Besides, one never knows what's just around the corner.
There is nothing around the corner but more hard work. Jan, I got nothing wrong with hard work, but you are well into overdrive.
There you go. What's going on, my boy? Hey, what's up? Coming in.
Hey, because I was watching when he was talking about these people versus these people. Hey, you know when this person said "shut the hell up," that music went. Hey man, y'all stupid boy. It's good to have the family in the house. What's up?
Absolutely, man. Hey man, I am absolutely elated to have you on the show. That's my big word for the day, my junior college word, elated. To have you on the show, man. We've been friends.
I'm gonna have to write that down and use it later.
Yes, sir. ELATED. So excited, bro. Hey, Miss Peggy, how you doing? Me and Shane go so far back. Essex, man, back when he was taking pictures in the club.
Yeah.
No. Let's take it when it was Heroes.
When it was Heroes.
When it was Heroes.
Before it was over. Yes.
Matter of fact, I saw Zora Hurst walking down the street when I started.
he knew Zora Neale Hurston. That's how far we go back. When he was taking pictures in Heroes. When I first moved to Orlando, man. I remember my man had big dreams back then, man. He wasn't going to always do this. And I must say this because we talk about relationships too, bro. When I was first going through the divorce, before I even got divorced, I went to Shane. Shane was one of the first people I called, like, bro, I need somewhere to stay. I need to rent your place. He's like, man, I'm not really in town anymore. Come check the place out. Maybe you can rent this one. And then I had another baby, went back home, had another baby. Then I got divorced. I was like, I should have left the first damn time.
You was practicing.
Yeah. I was practicing. But one thing I remember about Shane saying he was a prayerful man. And Shane said, Mike, I am debt free.
That's what's up.
How many people can say that? I am debt. And this was about 7, 8 years ago. And he was like, I'm debt free.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm just starting to get into movies and films and stuff. I'm just starting. It was just kind of getting going about 8, 9 years ago. And now look at you, bro. Look at you.
That's one of the things I wanted to definitely get into with you, Shane. I know a little, somewhat about your journey, but your journey is amazing. Like you said, you started out, you was taking pictures, then you was a cameraman. Now you killing it in the acting game, you know what I'm saying? So we wanted you to just take a little bit of time, tell the people a little bit about, yourself, your background, and just tell us, man, that path, how you got to be doing what you're doing, brother. Because it's super inspirational. And I was talking to Type, as when we was talking about having you on, it's like that journey that we're on as creators, with Type with comedy, me and you and acting, that journey is so inspiring to so many people, man. So go ahead, the floor is yours. Just tell the people how you came into doing this, man.
Wow. This well, just around that time when I was talking to Mike, just to get into the prayer real quick, because that time I had made a promise to God that at this time, because when I actually met Mike, I was hustling with this camera all over Miami, Atlanta, and Orlando, just trying to make a few dollars. And I was literally working for millionaires, and I was broke. And the fact of the matter is I was almost homeless. I was like literally, but I couldn't let nobody know that I was going to be almost homeless, because there's a certain stigma that I feared that would go with that, oh, he's at this place here. I can't, I can't really mess with this dude now. That's the way so I didn't really let nobody know what my problem was at the time. So I just kept hustling. And I was working for Pliers. I did behind the scenes work for BG and 8 Ball and MJG. I did the Ride and High ticket for them. Every major event you could possibly imagine I was at, and people thought I had money, and I was like literally just fighting to eat. Yeah. And this is something I brought up the other day, is like, people say, well, damn, if you was almost homeless and you had no money, how the hell did you get so big? And the truth of the matter is, I'm gonna tell you some real stuff that people don't know. Yeah. When you don't have money, in my situation, I was so scared that I couldn't eat, that when I had food, I ate every last bit and then some, because I didn't know when I was going to eat again. That's the reality of it. That's how scared that I wasn't going to eat. And then when Taco Bell had that $2 meal deal, man, I was trying to find a way to get $2 for the day. That's how hard it was back then. And then that prayer that we talk about, my turnaround and being debt free and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I still got bills, and I still struggle and stuff. But that was one thing. Like, I'm, other than my car now, I don't have a debt. I still ain't got a lot of money in the bank yet, but that's coming. I'm not worried about that. So that's my humble beginning. My prayer was, I was literally facing eviction from my own house that I owned, and I was getting ready to lose it all. And met a homeless dude on OBT by where the Wawa is on Colonial right now, and the dude was crying. And we know what homeless people in Orlando look like. When's the last time you seen a homeless dude crying? They hard. They just, and this dude was like, man, help. And I had $25 to my name. I was losing my house. I just scrounged all the change off my floor, literally off my floor. And I was just, man, I needed something. I knew that sticker was coming on the door that day, that orange sticker. And it was the same place that you was going to rent from me, Mike. They was about to take it. And I was gone. And I finally just did in my hood voice. I was talking to God like, you know what? Look, you say you are who you say you are. I need you to be who you say you are. You say you don't change. You say you stay the same. Like, that's it. I give up. Obviously, I can't do nothing. You could do everything. You're the Almighty. You're Almighty. You got the power to change things now. You could change the season right now. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give the man over here $20. I need $5 for my gas tank, and when I get home, I need that Almighty to put $1,200 in my mailbox because I need to save my house. I swear it was. I made a YouTube video so I would never ever forget. You go back. It's Man Finds God on Way Home from Work. I did it about 8 years ago.
Wow.
I did it so I would never ever forget. And I told him, if there's $1,200, I swear on everything, no matter how good, how bad, or otherwise, I will never, ever denounce you ever again. I get home 15 minutes from OBT to my house in Winter Park. I had a check for $900 and a check for $300.
Wow.
I had the exact $1,200.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, now I'm going to show you the stupidity of how man is. Oh, I'm supposed to have that. You'd be stupid, I was like, oh, hold on, stop. Let me stop. Nope. I don't know how it got here. I don't know if it really was you, but I said if it was there, I would do this. And that's exactly what, and I kept that promise. I kept that promise. Like one thing that I read in the Bible a long time ago is that there's a covenant, and the covenant, not saying that the people don't sin, but the covenant is that one promise that you always keep that keeps you good with God. The one thing that no matter what else you do wrong, this is the one thing that you keep. And that was the one thing that I kept, is that no matter how bad or what I do or what happens, which way I go, the one thing that I will never, ever denounce is God. And that's my covenant with him. Like, he was here. He had me, and I went through everything. And that's exactly how I got where I am now.
Bro, I see that you're extremely emotional right now. I know you, bro. I've known you for 20 For those that's watching, those are real damn tears.
Yes. I'm surprised because honestly, that's funny you say that, because normally, like I did a show with Nisi, not too who's our sister, and man, we had to stop tape because like I normally don't get through this part.
Yeah.
No, we glad you telling your story, bro. Essex, go ahead. I see you got a question on there.
Well, no, I just wanted to piggyback, man, because people just see the outcomes of what we do. They just see you on stage making people laugh. Shane, you and I, they just see the films and the TVs. They don't see what happens behind that leads to that. And if it ain't no tears, if it ain't no hard shit behind it, it's probably not a great story. Like, you're probably not going to move the way you move because your spirit and your soul is not invested to it. I totally get it. I'm not, I wasn't at the brink like that, but I'd have had some days where it was like, woo, I don't know if this is the right thing. And it's something got to be in you. You got to have your spirit right to continue, because the journey is not simple, but that's what makes it worthwhile in the end, man. So, you're seeing some of the fruits of the labor. If you guys just joining us, your reel is so impressive. You know what I'm saying? You've been obviously with David Mix, man. We're going to get into that. But then with Blackish and the films I know that you are also creating your own content. But I just want to back up a little bit. Because from where you first started, what actually made you go into acting? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Because you could have kept doing the other things, like you say, with the music videos and stuff like that. What made you want to go ahead and become an actor?
Well, at that time, like I said, I just started praying, and at that point, yes, look at God, absolutely. And here's a crazy story with that is, I was such at the brink when I told Mike that I wasn't really living here anymore. I actually went down to live with my brother to see if we could help each other out. And I had started the prayers and everything like that. And the crazy thing is as I started those prayers, I wound up being a cameraman for the Miami Dolphins. I went down, and the reason why I'm saying this is because everything was leading me back home to Miami. And I was like, hold it. When I read the Bible, it said you go away from home and spread the word, not go back to home and spread the word. So I was like, okay, is this the devil telling me this, or is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? So, I mean, when I got there, I went to I got one of the free tickets for the practice camp. And I just had this vision. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a camera. And the guy who I was with, I said, man, I'm going to be a cameraman this year. And he looked at me like, yeah, all right, whatever. So I called the VP of operation. I didn't even know I was talking to the VP. His name was oh man, I can't remember the last name, Jeff, but he was VP of operations. I wound up talking to him directly. You can if you ever try to call a stadium, you were never going to call directly through to the VP. That's never ever. And here I am talking to the VP. In my exact interview, and I've been through plenty of interviews, he said, "Come down here, let me take a look at you." I went down. I thought he wanted to see my reel. I thought he wanted to see if I really knew what I was talking. He literally took a look. He goes, "You're hired." I was like, on the spot. He was like, he said, he goes, I could tell. Here, you're good. I see you on Sunday. I was like, this Sunday? Like, wow. So with all that in that process, now keep in mind, I ain't really been in work other than, these little. I just got my first real job. By the way, and I say this because now I'm in them. I was slinging DVDs. That's how I made my money to eat. That's how I wasn't even worried about mortgage at the time. I was just trying to have food. So I finally got my first camera gig. I was working out at Trump Doral, ironically enough. And I get this phone call at almost midnight from Lori Wyman, and I don't know nothing about acting.
She's one of the top casting directors definitely in Miami, but one of the top people in the state of Florida.
She is the OG of casting directors.
She's OG.
Original Miami Vice casting director. That's how far.
Wow.
Right there on 167, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So she calls me up. It's almost midnight, and keep in mind, I've been around music for a long time. Mm-hmm. And my common joke was, "Hey man, Puffy called. He wants to talk to you about doing some camera work." And I used to hear that from Dogman and them like all the time, bro. So I was like, "Man, who's calling me at almost midnight telling me that you want?" And she said, "Oh, I'm a casting director." I didn't know what a casting director was. I didn't. Right. I mean, I was so green. I didn't do acting like that. Other than when I was doing my music videos, I hop in front of the camera, but that wasn't acting to me. So she goes, I'm a casting director, and I got this new show coming out called Ballers, and it's with Dwayne Johnson. And the first time I heard that, I was like, "You're calling me at midnight to tell me about a show with Dwayne Johnson?"
That's how I go.
So she's like, "I want you to be in it."
Wow.
And I was like,
"You want me to work with The Rock?"
Yeah, but see, nobody even now. Keep in mind, I do behind the scenes work for athletes.
Right.
How many times I did stuff with Chris Johnson and Marquise Daniels and there's a whole bunch of athletes that from my friend Trevor Anderson who's like my brother who put me in touch with a whole bunch of so I knew athletes, and none of the athletes that I knew anything about this show.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm calling in a few minutes. I said, "Okay, hold on." I said, "Can I keep in mind, I don't know who this is." I said, "I just got a job. I've been out of work for years." I said, I need to do the right thing. I said, if I was your cameraman, and let me back up a little bit. I asked her because she said she wanted me to do the show with The Rock. So the first thing I asked her, "What kind of camera do you want?" That was the first. I wasn't thinking actor.
You weren't thinking actor. You was thinking cameraman.
I was thinking you want a camera. So she goes, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, this is Rock. I'm not showing up with the little camera." I said, "We doing Panavision. We're using red. She's like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "I want you to be in the show with The Rock." I was like, "Okay, hold on." Wow. I'm like, "Okay, hold on." Like, I got no resume because I saw the list of quick. I got no resume. I got no headshots. I got no experience. I got zero.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm about to talk. I don't even know if it's real, but I'm about to talk. I'm like, I'm only 5'10". I'm talking her out of it. I said, hold on. Do me a favor. I said, I just got this job. I said, now that I know that this might be for real, let me call this person real because I got to make sure that this is for real. Who's calling me at midnight? Because Essex, y'all know this. On a production, we're not calling somebody on midnight for something that we need immediately. We need people that we could trust. We ain't calling people at the last minute at almost midnight. Yeah. So I called this.
Tell you a story.
What's that?
I said I'll tell you a story. What happened to me? But yeah, that's how I go.
So
hey, let me ask you this. I know you're in the middle. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Well, I'll make it short. I called the people up. I said, "Hey, do you know who this is?" And she told me not to mention the name anymore because she got flooded with calls last time. So I said, "Hey, do you know who this is?" And she goes, "Yeah, yeah, she basically broke me when I was young. And I was like, well, she just called me. And the lady was like, nah, she didn't call you. Somebody else called you, but she didn't. I said, how'd I get her name then? Mm-hmm. So then when I figured out it was real, I'm like sitting there, I'm crying. I can't even talk straight. I'm crying so hard I can't even speak. And I'm trying to get through everything. And I call her back. She goes, and Lori was like, thanks for calling me right back. And before that, I'm sorry, because you can see I get excited with this one, is when I told Lori that I just got this job, that I don't want to lose the job. I haven't had a job in forever. She goes, sweetheart, she goes, listen, I saw your Facebook. I saw your pictures. I saw what you do. I got plenty of work for you. Don't worry about it. We'll get the next one. Mm-hmm. And I said, Lori, I said, forgive me. I don't really know who you are. I said, I apologize. I don't mean no disrespect. I said, but if you're telling me this, I've been around the music industry long enough to know that if you're telling me that I could actually not only be in a TV show, but I could actually work with Dwayne Johnson, that ain't coming again. Just let me do the right thing. Let me get a camera guy. I said, if I was your camera guy, I said, I wouldn't just pop up and leave and then leave you stuck and then you don't have a camera guy. So just let me do the right thing. Yeah. So I did the right thing, and I wanted to lie to my boss so bad. But I told him, I called him at midnight. I said, listen, I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to lie to you. I said, but the truth of the matter is I got a chance to do a TV show with Dwayne Johnson, and I'll never have that opportunity again. Yeah, and he said, you know what? Call corporate, make sure you're covered, and go do what you got to do. Wow. And that was Ballers. No headshot, no resume, no nothing. Wow. And when I called my other friend and I told her what Lori said about seeing me on Facebook and everything, she was like, you're an idiot. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, you got it. I said, how do you know I have it? She's like, dude, she saw your Facebook. She saw what you look like. She sees what you do. She like, you got it. I was like,
go do it. Yeah.
Like, man, first of all, I never take that for granted. I still did the audition, but she called me within an hour afterwards. She goes, I can't tell you it's official just yet, but wait for the official. And I was like, wow. And then I cried all the way up until I got on set.
If Lori Wyman office calls you, it is a good thing. And you're right. The first time I was actually on a major motion picture set, it was through Lori Wyman. I was living in Tampa at the time. I got the call at probably 12:15, 12:20, something like that. I got on the road that night within an hour and was on the set of a movie called Up in the Air with George Clooney. So you know what I'm saying? It happens that way sometimes, and you just got to be ready and just accept it. I didn't know about Lori Wyman or anything like that either, but when opportunity knocks calling, I had no resume, no stuff anyway. I think I had registered like on some site or a newsletter or something like that. That's how she got my information. I don't even remember. But when you get that call, it's exciting, man, especially when you're young and first starting out in the dream. And what it does is it just validates you to continue to go forward, man. I'm sure for you, Shane, it just kind of took all the whole, the hesitancy and the stars out of it, and just like, man, I can do this, and it just let you know that you could do it and gave you that push. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, let me back up a little bit further to explain something to anybody who happens to be watching this. When I graduated high school, I had a chance to go to a recruiting camp at University of South Florida to play football. Not saying that I got a scholarship or not, but I had a chance to go to the recruiting camp. And I had talked to some other high school coaches and stuff like that. And to be honest, they made me scared to even take that chance. And I always wondered the rest of my life if I could have ever even played college ball, much less if I learned from college, if I could even made it further. And that's always been in my mind. If I would have took the chance, what could have happened if I took the chance? And that's always stuck with me. Now, I hate the fact that happened, but that set me up for the rest of my life, that if whatever chance that I got, whether I knew how to do it or not, I'm taking it. If I mess it up, oh well. But if they happen to like what I'm doing, in this case, it just happened because I wasn't trying to be an actor. I wasn't even thinking about being an actor at that time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay. They were like, you know how to act? I was, yeah. Sure. Tell me what I'm reading. You know what I mean? Like because And I wasn't even signed up on a website at that time.
Yeah.
It just so happened that this person that I was talking to, that we was just talking about some personal issues way back from high school, and we was just hashing some things out. She made a phone call for me, and that phone call led to, you know, Lori calling me. Lori, there was no website. She literally looked me up on Facebook to see what I looked like, and I, you know, and I was like, okay.
Wow.
And then from there, you know, once I learned that I had that opportunity, now here's the ignorant me, is I learned that, well, you know what? I don't have a resume, and I don't have all the stuff that you need, but I still got on TV. But let me do this. Let me start seeing what it does take. And let me use, the other thing is, everybody in any type of business, oh, I need this and I need that, and I need, before I can do business, I need this, and they need all these things. Me, I've learned I don't have nothing, but I'm gonna use exactly what I have. If I got nothing but a pen and a paper with no eraser, I'm gonna find a way to write something. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna, whatever it is that I have, I'm just gonna use, and that's what I did. And then Graceland popped up, and they were filming in Hollywood. Now they say stuff don't happen in Florida, so this is like, I wound up on the #1 halftime comedy show on HBO of all time, on HBO, for somebody who had absolutely nothing. Then Graceland pops up about a show in LA, but it's in my hometown where I was born at, in Hollywood. And then I come up on as an extra, and then I get bumped up as an Armenian heavy. And then as I get bumped up, I'm the doorman for the Armenian Mafia. And Peter Stormare comes in while we on camera and starts talking to me on camera. So now I'm speaking on camera.
Wow.
Nice.
And I'm like, man, this is nothing. I mean, of course I got to take the steps, but this is nothing but God putting me in the right. Just as long as I keep walking, he's going to put my direction where it needs to be.
Man, that's amazing, brother. You know that, and to think that it all started with the $20 you promised the man at OBT. If you get home and 2 checks waiting in the bank. I have to say this because, I mean, both of y'all are my acting friends, and y'all, of course, national televised. I'm new to TV. I'm the new TV guy on here, man. So switching from friend to fan, you work with Anthony Anderson. You work with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You work with Denzel's son, David. John David Washington. I love Ballers, dog. You know, I watched all episodes of Ballers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm a basketball guy, but I mess with the football. I love the storyline and all. Who can you say you had the most fun, celebrity-wise, working with? Somebody that we would be surprised. Somebody that we would be like, really? He's a lot of fun. Who would you say like caught you off guard, celebrity-wise?
Wow. See, I'm gonna go a different route with that. And it was fun, exciting, learning everything. Omar Benson, the reason why I say that is my first, and I only have one line on Ballers. All I say is Spence, he's got to go. You know, and you think that's easy, but when I showed up on set, first of all, I didn't know who JD was. Yeah, I didn't know that. And then you got Birdman from Chris Anderson from the Heat. They just won 3 titles. You know what I mean? Right. And then you got Dwayne. Then you got Annabella Costa. Then you got Simone. And this is all in one scene, all of us. And it's a fight scene. And I'm in between I'm the one in between everybody. And I'm just sitting there like, what's my line?
You got one line and you can't remember.
You know what I mean? And then because it's a fight scene, and I didn't know nothing about improv or just roll with it. Or I'm thinking stick to the script. So when you're in a fight scene and you got 1 million people running, them words get jumbled up and they don't all come out at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm waiting to say my line, but it don't come out because the next guy didn't say what he was supposed to say. He said it, but not script wise. And I'm listening to this and it's not coming out. So we get in between the scenes and Omar came in, he goes, hey, check this out. We all of us know that you're brand new. We got you. Now, this is he goes, we got you. He goes, look, just yell it out. I said, but I'm waiting on so-and-so to say. He's like, look, check this out. You say it, it doesn't sound right. Guess who they look at? So we get back up, we're getting in the fight scene, and it's going, and I'm like, So I said, okay, forget it. and I just yell it out, right? We get done with the scene, he comes back, he goes, that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, for a brand new guy who knows nothing,
Right.
it meant something for a veteran. Didn't matter who it was, to come up and say, hey, bro, I got you.
Yeah.
And I will say this about
Omar Benson, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the big guy that played the retired offensive lineman, right? The big guy.
Charles.
Yeah.
Charles.
John,
Yeah.
he ended up being the general manager of the next team.
Yeah, he became the general manager. Yeah.
So
he's a good actor, man. He's a good actor.
Oh, bro, his
a lot of movies.
Yeah. 8 Mile.
8 Mile.
With that Spike Lee movie, with the war movie.
Five Bloods.
No, not that one. That
Five Bloods.
He was in The Express too.
Yeah, it's coming to me. It'll come to me.
Yeah,
I got it. Hey, really quick. I got both of you guys here now. What's it like on the working, of course, for the OWN network for Oprah Winfrey? David Makes Man. What's it like on the set? Because you guys are castmates. What's it like on the set of David Makes Man?
I'm gonna let him speak because I'm gonna tell you, like, my experience is gonna be way different than his, and I'll tell you why, because of my character.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I was nervous. Yeah. I was really. For me personally, I was super nervous because of my character.
Go ahead, man.
What I'm trying because I still got episode 7 coming, so I can't give away too much.
Yeah, don't give too much.
So I have a very volatile character.
Okay.
That when you see the rest of the season, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I was very nervous about me being a rude white person, yelling at a whole bunch of black people and transgender and gay, and here I am, the white. I'm on a black show on a black network yelling at black people. I was, honestly, I was a wreck. I was like, I know it's going to be a good role, but I was trying to figure out personal wise, how do I approach this personally and talk to these people before we even get into the scene? Yeah. And you're talking about Kwame Patterson. This dude is like Snowfall and freaking Wire. This dude is gangster. This dude ain't no little dude. And if you see him in person, he ain't no punk either. The dude is jacked. You know what I mean? So, and then, then you got I was fortunate. I got to meet almost the entire cast. So I was able to talk to everybody, got cool with everybody. Kwame is like a brother to me. Arlen is like a brother to me. Like, they hit me like we do the Tuesday night tweet, right? Right during David Makes Man, they hit me on Facebook. I mean, it's a whole different experience being on set multiple times now because it's not a one and done. And man, talking to Alana Arenas, and getting to see some things. And the cool thing is Alana's from Miami. Terrell is from Miami. Lucian and Bird, they're from Miami. This was so important to me to be a part of this, even with the character that I had, that I get to do something that not only is from Miami, but young David is like a friend that I grew up with when I went to the Northwest Boys Club.
Nice.
So like, David was.
So David's from South Florida too?
No, I'm talking David, the character.
Okay, I got you.
Achilles is from Houston, but I'm talking about the character David.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I used to go to the Northwest Boys Club when I was in Miami, and the young man who was, because this is years ago, so I can't remember his name, unfortunately, but he took care of his little brother. His mom was just like Glow. This story was, when I was reading it, I was crying because I knew exactly this story. Yeah. And I was like, wow, like it's not about me, but it's damn sure a part of me. Yeah. And I was like, wow, I had to be a part of it. Yeah. I had to be.
Yeah, it was extremely positive, man. I'm sure even though your character was a piece of work, they treated you very well, very professionally, just like they treated me. I mean, even from season 1 going to season 2, it was just a great experience to see big Hollywood production right here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? And people coming down and showing you respect, giving you the respect of just being a craftsman, just being an actor among other fine actors. It was just a great experience, man. Like you said, I echo your sentiments. Kwame is a great dude. We shared scenes together. So he was a good dude. He talks to you on social media. He doesn't big time you or anything like that. Real humble dude, because he got it out of the dirt too. You know what I'm saying? He started from nothing and worked his way up too, and is doing big things. So it was just good to be able to, press palms with people like that who are going to places that you're trying to go and are also willing to reach that hand back and give you these opportunities, man. So I echo all those sentiments, man. And I look forward to seeing the full circle of your character, because I know your big climax is coming up. So that's not a shameless plug. Y'all watch the show next week, right? On the 20th.
No, episode 7. Not
episode 7. That's
watch it next week so you can follow the story, but episode 7 is going to be the big one.
Well, if you ain't been watching it, what's wrong with you? Go ahead and get on demand, get caught up. You know what I'm saying? See me in episode 1. Watch all the way through to get caught up so you see what Shane about to go through, and support the show. You know what I'm saying? Because like he says, Black show, Black network, but it's not just about that. It's about the Southeast. You know what I'm saying? People like myself and Shane who are trying to build careers out of the Southeast support these shows, because the more successful it is, that spreads throughout the industry and more people will want to come back. You know what I'm saying? And you can do season 3, and then we can start some other shows and get that stuff going. But I know, Ty, we got to get into these relationships.
I know it, man. I got it, man. We're going to pivot right now, man. Thanks, bro. Don't leave me, Shane. Don't leave me. Thanks for all you guys, man. Congratulations on all the accolades of your career so far. We'll pivot in this part of the show and go to what I like to call relationship questions, man. So, bro, are you married yet, Shane? Or you got a lady? What's your situation?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of those statements there.
Okay, great. Well,
I'll say this though. I will say this. I found somebody that, that prays for me every day.
Wow, that's
big. And you won't see somebody about to cry. Now I'm about to cry because
that's big, dog.
That's big,
that's
man.
Big. You find a woman who prays for you every day.
Yeah, that's huge,
big.
Man. That's huge.
That's big. Well, before you start crying, because you are my emotional active friend, you are definitely a special actor now, brother. Your gentleman to my right here, look at me. The gentleman to my right here is definitely married, and you, sir, are clearly in a situation. I'm the single guy on the boat. My relationship question for the week.
I ain't scared.
Shane ain't scared. Ain't neither one of y'all scared. Come on, man. Neither one of y'all scared. Y'all Miami boys. Y'all can't be scared. The relationship question for this week is, this is what I'm finding while I'm dating out here, is dating 2 and 3 people or dating more than one person is considered normal now. How do you guys feel about that? Essex, you're married, but you have a lot of single friends, including me. Shane, you're in a situation, and before you found your lady, did you find yourself dating a woman more than one? And the women that you dated, did you find that they dated more than one guy? And are you cool with that? Are you guys kind of cool with that now? Is that the new norm now in 2021?
Yeah, if you're honest with it, I'm in a, especially in this industry, and it's not saying, a celebrity status that you can do that. I'm saying, we're in a busy type of atmosphere now. You know what I mean? But let me also say that, I'm not going against God as far as that goes, and he ain't gonna put me up in that situation. But no, I just think that, it really depends on the person, and be honest with the people, because I think being straight up forward in the beginning, then you don't have to worry about nothing else on the back end. To each their, I hate to say that, to each their own, but what's your situation? And it doesn't have to be into an actor or an entertainer or something like that. Man, look at them executives that are like flying in and out, and
escorts.
But they got business flights. They're gone at 5 o'clock in the morning. And that's. So it just depends. Look at the show that we're on.
Right.
There's so many different lifestyles in that one show.
Wow.
I know we got this, but we, man, I love the show. I'm go back to it because to what we're talking about. That show hits amongst every single thing in life possible. I've never seen a show that hits on gay, transgender, lesbian, binary, white, black. What's
double
that?
dating. They got two guys in the show that's double dating. They date multiple women and stuff like that. It's out there.
David had trouble at that dinner table. But man, and Brittany is gorgeous, and and she, but it's whatever. Listen, as long as, to me personally, as long as you're upfront with it and you're honest and you know what it is going in, then hey.
See, and that's it. That's it right there, Shane. Because I'm in this group, this little group, and this topic comes up a lot because what it is now in this day and age of social media, all that cheating and lying, you can't hide anymore. Like it's too digital footprint is too easy to track. So you can't be. You can try to lie and cheat all you want, but eventually you're gonna get tracked down. To Shane's point, nowadays people are just living in their truth to be like, look, okay, if we're gonna be monogamous, it got to be the one. You know what I'm saying? But most people out here, they're trying to get their needs met by multiple people, it's women included, because like women are tired of like being boxed in. Some women act like they want to be married, some of them don't. So they're like out there and they're saying, hey, I'm gonna date multiple people. You're going to be in this lane. You're going to be in that lane. And the men are doing it as well because it's like, unless it's the absolute right one, and you're going to go ahead and marry and settle down, like people too scared to get their heart broken now. So they just rather go ahead and just casually date and all of that stuff and just have it all out in the open. So it seems like it's becoming a bigger and bigger thing. They call it, what is it, polyandry or something, polygamy or whatever they call it, polyamorous or whatever. So like it's
polygamy is but there's a certain, we lost Mike.
He's coming back. I think he froze up. He coming right back.
But
go ahead, man.
No. I just it was just what you were saying. Everybody's got a different lifestyle. I mean, I do Uber. I do. I mean, another thing about actors, we got about 10 different jobs between gigs. My main gig is Uber. I just like the flexibility, and I take people back and forth to these, EDC concerts and all. And man, the stuff that you hear in the car is crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely different than when I was growing up.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And like you're saying, Peggy, you got to be transparent. You got to put your cards on the table now, because it's the lying and the deception that really gets you in trouble. If you tell the person up front, hey, I'm dating, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be settled down right now, or I don't want to be one person. You got to give them the choice to accept it or not accept it. And if you do want monogamy, if you do want a real relationship, or if you do want to like a traditional marriage, then you have to state that up front too, and be willing to have that person accept you or decline you based on that. And then we get into trouble where too many people want to lie because they see a person they value and they want to keep them around, but they don't want to be honest and upfront about how they really want to live. And that's where you wind up breaking all these breaking hearts and breaking up marriages and families and stuff like that. And then it just goes down from there. Let's see, we got some comments in here. John said you have to have agreement about what you are. Absolutely. Peggy says absolutely. Speak up. That's right. That's what all it is, man. People have to accept you for who you are, whether you want them to or not. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, with the show, LGBTQ is represented. People that's dating, multiple people want to be represented. Traditional marriages still want to be represented. And you can't hide, folks. You can't hide. So, yeah, man. Hey, this has been a good show. While we're waiting on Tyke to come in, Shane, I see you smart, man. You put on your tag there. You got your IG on there, but tell people where they can find you on their other social media. I guess that's your Instagram, right?
No, that's everything.
That's everything.
That's everything. All across the board. I've learned to make sure my headshot and my tag is all the same on all social media, just so it doesn't get confused. If you're looking for it, you'll see that's him. So it's on the same everywhere. Check out the IMDb. It's all that. Everything is actor Shane Costa. So it just makes it easy. It's also it's better for your search engine optimization too as an actor. So when people start looking for you, it'll start just clicking. Because if you type in that, it's going to come up to the top of the page. So if you Google it, and that goes back to the winner circle. That's all the stuff that I learned in the winner circle. So and
I just admire so much what you're doing, man, and how you're doing it. You got the business right. You're also dedicated to your craft. I know that. You know what I'm saying? You're always putting in the work, promoting yourself the proper way, man. I just love the way you go about getting after it. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the show. Welcome back, Ty. Thank you for coming back from the commercial break. We needed some sponsors anyway.
Hey, Metro PCS put me down.
hey, but they left you. You was doing this when you left.
I started dying.
Hey,
I was like somebody put a gun on you or something.
I was like, all right, I won't touch it. Bye.
Hey, I was about to start singing T-Pain, and they stay there, and they stay there.
No, man, my battery died, but I'm okay. I love to do things on my phone, guys. But we was in a great topic, and I know it's time to go now, but I just want to make sure I came back and told my guy I was proud of him, and he has no idea how many people are cheering for him that he does not even know. Even the ones that you do know, brother, cheer for you. And now you got some new people cheering for you, bro. You have no idea. And we all have that story, dog. Mine was sleeping on my barber's couch. We all got that turning point where that keep us going, that keep us pushing, that won't let us give up. And I think it takes things like that to get us closer to God. I know we're not a big religious show, but that young man right there helped me keep the faith. So I definitely have to show when you want to throw me away. When the dog rise.
You never asked, man. I would have let you sleep on the couch. All you got to do is ask, brother.
Hey, bro. I was just telling a friend of mine, bro. I was sleeping on my barber couch and I had 3 girlfriends.
And you couldn't have slept at any one of their houses?
Because you're like a homeless man. So nobody told me like a homeless man.
You see, he didn't want to commit then either. He didn't want to commit.
Yeah, boy. We got to get you some counseling. Matter of fact, I'm going to get you in with David next week.
I don't have no commitment issues, man. I'm all right.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, for real, man.
Those are good times, man.
Like Mike, you've been with me since bro, before day one. I mean, I was like, you literally got to see when I was like, dude, I was chasing it, like literally chasing it. I mean, at that time too, I didn't know business that well. I was literally going to the club chasing my money at the same time. I mean, I love, the one thing that I love is I love that the people that saw me at day one get to see what's happening now. I don't just do it for me. I do it, and it's cool to say that I got everything that I got, and of course, I'm proud of what I've done, but I'm also proud of being able to show other people what they can do.
Yeah, man, you are definitely a story of inspiration. As we look at your backdrop back there, that looks like a nice 5.5, 6-bedroom, 12-bath. I see the pool water glistening off your
He said one apart, you know what I'm saying? Doing good. He living in one apart.
So I'm gonna show you. I told you I'd be transparent and 100. I'm a video guy. Right. That's a beautiful green screen in the background. I love it.
No, you could have kept it, man. You could have kept it.
No. I thought I actual fire in the fireplace. You green screening this whole thing. Oh,
yeah.
You had me, brother. You had me. You got to show me how to green screen that thing like that, man.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, actually, honestly, I can honestly get with y'all, get your images, as far as the video images, better on that, because that's what I do.
Hey, that's where you started, man, and I know that's your true love. But let me tell you something. If you the next George Clooney, don't fight it.
Oh, hey man, I ain't. You know what? That's funny. I just started embracing this.
Yes,
you don't understand. I get it. And the crazy part is, I'm averaging about 3 to 4 auditions a week now since I've changed.
Yeah,
and I just did a national commercial.
We're in our lane right now. Not gonna put your age out there, but that older gentleman range, it's a lot of stuff out there for us. And if y'all saw Shane's reel, you can see the range. I mean, he can do dads, he can do fathers, he can do gangsters, he can do the Italian mafia things, he can be the rude neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He can do it all.
Honestly, I can't wait for y'all to see episode 7 though. I'm gonna plug that in because
I know that hurts, man, because you embrace the culture so much. You've done so much for Black people, dog. I can't.
You know what? That is another thing. I always, when you say about working with people, It wasn't so much about people, but the one thing that I said that I wanted to do when I got into this, and I prayed about that, is I wanted to do an urban film. I wanted to do, and not to put not to make it sound bad, but like I just want, that was, like you said, that's always been a part of me. And I didn't want to come in the way that I came in, but I definitely, on the flip side of that, because I had to think about how I was going to talk about this character too afterwards.
Yeah.
I almost didn't take it because of who it was. But going back to God, it also gave me an important decision to make, because now I get a chance to talk about this character afterwards.
Yeah.
I get to help people afterwards, and I still get to be a part of a black film and black TV and represent Miami the way I know Miami, and after talking to Terrell, I didn't realize he grew up in Liberty City. That's where I grew up at, I can't even express the amount of love that I have for this show, and I hope and I got one more coming, that hasn't really been put out too much. It's in post-production right now. I didn't get to meet the man personally, but I'm in the film with Debo on Tiny Lister's last film.
Tiny Lister.
Friday
and all those other movies. Okay.
And the name of that movie is called In the MIA. So, that's God put me right back to where I need to be, and it's an honor. It's an honor, like not too many, to put it bluntly, not too many white people or people who aren't black get to work and identify in a black film and keep it real, so to speak, and to be able to, talk the way that we actually talk and have an understanding. And also, if there is a difference, that we could actually talk intelligently and come to a solution.
Shane, I didn't even know you was white to the longest time, man. I thought you was Cuban or Puerto Rican. You carry your swag so hard, brother. You don't nobody even know you're a white boy.
Bro, he was taking pictures at Heroes. You know how real he had to be?
I was in that back corner where it was real cold. I remember that back corner.
Hey.
He was the dog man, bro. Hey, he you gotta stamp his card. You gotta stamp his card, dog. You gotta stamp his card. He was always 100, dog, and I love that about him, man. And we're not gonna take up your night, big man. I definitely want to pull your coattail to a couple things. I work in a black television studio. They have one here now in Orlando called Afro Television. I want to get you over there. Yes.
International Drive. I passed by. I was just telling Exodus, I do Uber all the time. That's my in between. I got to get my in between running. So I have no problem stopping by whenever y'all want me.
Hey man, you need to come by and introduce you to a couple people. Essex stop by all the time. We do comedy shows on Tuesday night, man, that air on Saturday, and we got a late night talk show that we tape Monday through Thursday there, man. Come on by, meet some of the people, bro. They'd love to. It's a lot of Full Sail people there. It's a lot of really great musicians there. I know you're a music guy. Really great musicians, vocalists, as well as guitar players, keys, everything. 2 people in the building were on The Voice. This guy went and got the top notch of everything, man. Shouts out to Afrotainment. I know it's a shameless plug, but I love it there, and I definitely would like to introduce you to some of the people that's there, man. And with what you're doing, I think it meshes. I'm trying to get Essex in there. We got to get with his schedule. We do skits. Yes, we do skits, man, and so we're trying to get him over there to do a couple more things. He always shows love. But it's 8:57 Eastern Standard Time, man, and we done went a little long, but I want you to know, in front of all these hundreds of people that's listening here, man, I love you, brother, and I appreciate all that you're doing, all that you've done, the fact that you have kept it 100 the entire way. That is rarely done. I've seen it done twice, and you've been both of them.
Listen, man, I love y'all, man. The fact that you look, honestly, man, Mike, I've always been, bro. I always followed you, bro. Always. Essex,
thank you, bro.
We did, and since we got started, I try to show people loyalty and try to show them you know, what it really means to be loyal. You know what I mean? But also I just, like, from the bottom of my heart, man, I love all of y'all. And for the people who are watching, it's something that I learned when I came to God. I don't even see the people who are watching, but I love all of you, because I don't need to know who you are to know that you bleed and you worry and you have fears and everything else that I have. And just because of that, I want y'all to be better. I love y'all, man. Seriously, thank you.
Y'all follow Shane on all his social media platforms. Make sure you set your calendars for David Makes Man, Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. This is a good brother here, man. I knew you'd be a great guest, man. We're very
great guest, bro. Great guest.
I appreciate y'all so much. It's an honor. Thank you.
Like, share, follow, hit the noties. We appreciate you. Acting Funny, another edition is in. We out of here, y'all.
Yes, we got celebrities on this bitch.